This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
Hey guys, Philip Chan here for the iPhone app review, taking a look at an app called Knome, Name Recall, by Adam Preener. This app's available for 99 cents through iTunes and works on devices running iOS 5.0 or later. That means your iPad, iPod Touch, or iPhone. Now what Knome is, and we're looking at the initial intro screen right here, is basically a web of relationships app to help you remember the names of people and the faces of people you've met by associating them with people you already know through the contacts you already have. So as I said, we're looking at the main screen here for Knome. Initially you'll be greeted with a little intro. Click the category where you first met the person through. Then add the cat contact you know through this person. A bar will then appear here, which displays the connection path. So like I said earlier, you're making a web of relationships, allowing you to remember people's names through the other people you met them through. It's integrated with Facebook, with their contacts in your phone or iOS device, and has a bunch of built-in categories: partner, family, work, school, etc., which you can use, or you can add your own custom categories. So let's go ahead and take a look at Knome right now. Get past this initial intro. You're seeing some of the basic categories: pets, other, sports, etc. You can search right here. And I haven't added anyone yet on this version, although I did add some earlier. No one's there yet, but then you just click add at the top and choose an image, either from contacts or from your own. Just start it, add the name, last name, note, neighborhood, family, friends, etc. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so here I'm in the process of adding a contact, taking a picture of a wonderful panda, and before you start typing here, make sure you choose the type of relationship through your neighborhood, family, friends, internet, or add a relationship just by typing. We'll say through Pogo. Okay. Once that's done, a little bit of an issue here is it's kind of hard to go back and actually, once you hit done, you have to enter a name, but how am I going to get back up to the name? You know, you're stuck here. So it's probably best not to go ahead and add an extra category there. Add the other category earlier on. Of course, you can always just hit return, and boom, you're back. And we'll go ahead and add a name for this gentleman, Mr. Panda Bear, and we'll say he eats bamboo. Now the cool thing about Knome is not only can you add your contacts, you can also add a little brief note here, and that's really useful. I think that's a feature that may be overlooked by some, but it's nice to be able to personalize the contact, not just with a photo and a name, but also with some little information here as well. So we've already done that. We'll hit done, and from here you can go ahead and tap that character, and we can edit and add more relationships for that person. We'll say school, add, go ahead and add either from your photo library, take a picture through Facebook, add the name, select where they're from, etc. There's a lot of terms here that people maybe in U.S. Institutions or live in the U.S. may not recognize. This is an app developed, I think, in Australia. TAFE is not a term we usually use, but a lot of these other things: university, high school, primary school, it's stuff at post-grad most people would recognize. You can add your own categories as well. Alright, so we'll hit done. Whoops. We'll go back. Alright, so here we've actually added some contacts. And we go back to the main screen here. You may recognize some of these characters. Don't be distracted. Anyway, on the main screen you can see now I've added some under friends, and the number right there shows how many under work, under sports, school, etc. Go ahead and tap friends. Oh, we have a few friends here. It shows the number of other connections this person is known through. 2, 0, etc. And ideally you'd have many connections for each person. And so the idea, the best way to use this is not to have to put each one in by hand, which I was doing, but just select from your contacts list and then associate those with other people on your contacts list, which this does allow you to do. So here, Mr. Bob Marsh, a photo of him, and it shows how he's known as through other people in school. Names right here as well. Kind of the best application for this is maybe if you're going to a party, you know, 1 or 2 people there, maybe there's a few other faces of people who may be there and you recognize someone you don't really know. Get some spare time, whip the phone out, see how they're related to other people, or if, you know, just random relationships. You might be able to remember and help you remember these people's names. Here's all the categories I showed you earlier. If you tap the edit function up here, neat little thing where you can actually add your own categories, which is really nice. We'll call this volleyball. And I listed it under other as well. You go ahead and tap that category button. You can see hobbies, and you can add more there as well. Edit relationships, friends, everything. I really like the customization available in this app. Also, the graphic design is quite well done. It's simple. I like the little gnome character, but it gets the point across and works fairly well for letting you focus on finding out how people are related to each other. And helping you remember names, which is the most important part. You don't have to include an image, although I would recommend it. Just click edit, and you can select photo library, take picture, or use Facebook to get those selections. It's overall, Knome is a paid app. It's pretty neat. I like it. The actual usefulness will depend on whether or not you feel that you need to pay to help you remember people and organize your contacts in a better fashion. If you're one of those people, and this is often me from time to time, where someone will introduce themselves and 5 seconds later you have absolutely no idea what their name is, and a few hours from now you won't even remember how you met them, an app like Knome is probably a pretty useful one to get. However, on the flip side, if you're pretty good with names, this may not be the most useful one for you. I'll leave that one up to you to decide, but I was impressed with the functionality, the layout, the graphics, and just how this whole app is put together, designed, and how it does actually help you remember people's names. And I can see the real potential here, and the customization. I like the customization options here. Actually paying for it and feeling that it's worth 99 cents is going to be up to each person. I can't call that one for you. It might seem a little much if you're someone, like I said, who's good with names already. A lot of neat features, and just a fun app to play around with. Here at the iPhone app review, we are pretty impressed with Knome. Gave it a nice 4 out of 5. I encourage you all to check it out if you or someone you know would like to have a better way of organizing your contacts, seeing relationships, making that web of networks or friends through work, sports, school, etc., and giving it a shot. Alright guys, this is Philip Chan for the iPhone app review. This is Knome, available for iOS 5.0 or later. As I mentioned, it's compatible with iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad devices. It's one we feel you guys should go ahead and take a look at if you need some help remembering names and organizing your contacts. Also, it's integrated with Facebook, as I mentioned earlier. You can import contacts through there. Alright guys, have a good one. Later.